Hello, my name is Kirsten Jett, and for this training, we will be discussing the difference between leaders and managers. This is recorded for North Central University, course number Organizational Leadership 7103. This training will attempt to address if there is a difference between managers and leaders. If you answered A the majority of the time, you are probably more of a manager. Here's a quick 5-question quiz to help you discover if you answered B most of the time, you are more of a leader. While there are many more questions that can be asked, this will help to see what direction you lead towards and how to adjust it. Let's first begin by discussing the role of a manager. A manager is someone who is responsible for leading a team toward common objectives. Managers typically focus heavily on providing thoughtful rationale to their team and maintaining a level of control over their course of events. They tend to be the best at problem solving. They are the ones who get the work done through their employees through several ways and have the authority to fire or hire employees. There are various types of managers present in an organization, such as top level managers, functional managers, project managers, and general managers. The role of these managers depends on the nature of their work, like top level managers are held responsible for the vision and mission of the organization. Functional managers are responsible for different areas of their work, such as marketing, sales, accounting, etc. Project managers typically take the responsibility of accomplishing a certain project, and the role of the general manager is vivid. The various activities performed in the business are managed by that individual. Managers have the power to make or break their organizations. While great leaders encourage their employees to reach their full potential and help their organization surpass their goals, terrible managers discourage workers to the point that they want to jump ship. According to the Wall Street Journal, nearly half employees who leave jobs do so to get away from their bosses. It's important that managers retain their best employees. It's critical that the right people are in the right places. Justin Reynolds identifies the following qualities of an effective manager. He lists them as discipline, commitment to work, confidence, effective decision making, competence, patience, and etiquette. We will highlight a few of these areas. Competence means great managers understand that they are the ones in charge, meaning they are responsible for everyone's performance, regardless of success and failures. To this end, they keep tabs on all of their employees to see what they can do to help them become better workers and develop professionally. Confidence and effective decision making are needed whether they work for themselves or manage enormous departments. All managers have to make tough choices regularly. To make the business more efficient, managers must look for candidates. Managers must be candidates who understand that the buck stops at their desk and aren't afraid to act swiftly when they need to. Strong leaders are able to make difficult decisions quickly after doing their due diligence and assessing all other options. Now let's discuss leadership. A simple definition is that leadership is the art of motivating people to act towards achieving a common goal. In a business setting, this can mean directing workers and colleagues with a strategy to meet the company's needs. Tony Robbins is an entrepreneur and recognized by the Harvard Business Press as one of the top 50 business intellectuals in the world. Mr. Robbins identified 7 qualities of a leader. Those qualities are the ability to inspire, having a vision, sharing that vision, having confidence, a positive attitude, good communication skills, open mindedness, and enthusiasm. Let's talk about confidence. True leaders are confident and they know they can think and act outside of the box to take their companies to the next level. They know that the leadership qualities like openness, emotional agility, and resourcefulness are more important leadership attributes than being able to make a sale or wow a group of investors. Quality leaders maintain a positive attitude. People are more likely to follow the lead of those that they actually like. The best leaders are well spoken, approachable, and friendly. They show sincere care for others. One of the leadership attributes of truly great leaders is a sense of abundant positivity that energizes everyone around them. And lastly, good leaders or effective leaders have great communication skills. Leaders must be able to motivate, instruct, and discipline the people they are in charge of. They can accomplish none of these things if they aren't very skilled communicators. Knowing your team and your own communication styles is one of the leadership traits that will strengthen the business at most. Great leaders don't just communicate information to their team, but they know how to communicate goals and their vision to get their team excited. Sonny Giles of the Harvard Business Review conducted a study of 195 leaders from 15 countries and asked participants to choose the 15 most important leadership competencies from a list of 74. Looking at the graphic, you can see that strong ethics and safety was rated the highest among respondents, followed by self organizing, efficient learning, nurturing growth, and making connections and belonging. Looking at the current slide, I would like you to stop, take a moment, and reflect. Look at the qualities listed on the left that are explaining the difference, that explain a boss. Then I want you to look at the qualities on the right that explain the qualities or the characteristics of a leader. Think in your mind about an individual who falls under the boss column. Then take a moment and think about the individual you feel falls under the leader column. If you look at the above image, you'll notice two key things. Leaders inspire people to want to do something. A manager holds people accountable for doing something. So if you notice the images, you see the leader pulling their team along, whereas you see the manager standing from behind directing their people. The Center for Creative Leadership identified four core leadership skills for effective leaders. The first is self awareness, which means understanding your own strengths and weaknesses. Second, communication. It's one of the most basic across the board skills all of us need to develop and refine in our careers. Influence. Influence is developing your influence skills helps you communicate your vision or goals, align the efforts of others, and build commitment from people at all levels. And lastly, learning agility. It involves learning from mistakes, asking insightful questions, and being open to feedback. It includes learning a new skill quickly and taking advantage of opportunities to learn and responding well to new situations. Earlier, we asked the question, are leaders and managers the same thing? Mike Huckabee once wrote, a leader is the one who can outline the broad vision and the direction and say here's to where we are going and here's why we need to go there and here's how we're going to get there. A manager is the one who actually gets up under the hood and tunes the carburetor. In conclusion, after discussing a lot about the difference between a leader and a manager, one can conclude that both are necessary for the organization's success. A good leader and a manager can help the organization to survive in the long run and compete with its competitors. The role of a leader is positive, wherein one figures out the hidden talent in his followers and gives them a proper guidance to achieve the goal. While the role of a manager is a little negative, wherein one criticizes its employees just to make them best in their fields, but not to demoralize them. Thank you for your participation in this training. You'll also note the references that were used to review. Feel free to view these references to get any additional information presented. Thank you.